think there are 4 primary ways I coach and develop the team. One is all the good infrastructure that's been built at Google. So invest a lot of time in the peer reviews, manager reviews, etc. My team's not huge. On the DSO team, we have 31 or 32 people. On the OSO team, we have another 17 or 18. I go through in great detail all the managers, but for the most part, just about everybody on the team. Peer review, manager assessments, and self-assessments. For example, I went through them a couple of weeks ago and observed and shared with the team that a lot of people's self-assessments were like the weaknesses you give in a job interview, like I care too much, I work too hard. I ask people to go back to the drawing board on that. So it's helpful for me. So the first thing is just to use the Google infrastructure to do the reviews, but do them like they really matter. They really matter. Comes at a terrible time of the year, but it's worth the invested time. The second is I have weekly fixed one-on-ones that I almost never move on the calendar that people can sign up for in advance. And it is office hours.
Okay.
People sign up for the one-on-one. We have one-on-one time. It's super valuable. You hear what's going on. You know what people aspire to.
Mm-hmm.
You assume someone wants to run a sales team. It actually turns out they want to go start their own business. You had the wrong development opportunities in mind for them, etc.
Right.
All that stuff is great. An area that comes up all the time. People, an area that comes up in our team all the time. We do a survey every quarter. Every quarter, it's like career path. It's like gets the low scores. You see the same in Google Best.
Mm-hmm.
So the one-on-one's been a great opportunity to talk career path stuff, and that score for us has come up significantly. It's like now it's gone from our lower rated to one of our higher rated things, because when you're just able to walk through kind of career path stuff with people, it's valuable. The other thing is I'm super willing to give people responsibility and challenges and see how it goes. I mean, I'm there to coach, but I tell people every quarter I publish my OKRs. I don't actually do anything. None of the OKRs am I doing. There's someone else assigned to everything, and I'm kind of here to help. And you think about it, the managers spend so much time. Managers have so much responsibility around the strategic stuff, the organizational stuff, the planning, the P&L, the annual plan, all that. And when you're doing like 100 of them, it just starts to feel like a beating. Like all I'm doing is strategy stuff, and I'm not even getting out to see customers. It's an exaggeration. Your team is out with customers, like all they want to do is they're like, oh, I would love to do the strategy stuff sometime. It's like, oh, I have a great idea.
Right.
So I'm not doing our annual planning for TV. Mark Wurzel's leading our annual planning for TV. And I'm not doing the inventory strategy. Mark Piesinen is doing the inventory strategy, and so on and so forth throughout the team. We set a soft goal to go find 50 great people to bring to the recruiting team, but I'm not going to run that project. Sakima and Adrian are going to run that project. They're going to come back and say, this is our plan to find 50 great people. Right. So everything goes, I'll send out a blast to the team, strategic project available, optional, and people raise their hand.
Right.
There's another thing we do, which is called every quarter we do a project marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Originally it was just the managers, but now anyone can post a project. So I think this is important for the team. So on the TV team, we don't have broadcast inventory, but maybe we should. So one of the projects on the marketplace is, should we be in the broadcast space?
Oh, okay.
A project a year ago is, what can we do in online
So
video?
this is like a 20% project?
Someone goes in and signs up. And the rule is, you can spend as much time on it as you want.
Mm-hmm.
The person who owns it suggests how much time they think it'll take, but it's nights and weekends work. Like, this is on your time. So if you're an AE or an AM, your job is sales.
Right.
But if you want to also write the strategy for the online video team, for an online video strategy, great.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do on your weekends. The person who did that on her weekends now runs our online video initiative, Erin Boucher. She's awesome. So, but that comes from having, like, the development opportunity was taking a project and owning it. And I think there's another version there's another way to operate, which is I would have written that strategy, right? And then I wonder who should work on this now. And then 50 things wouldn't have gotten done, and a bunch of people don't develop. So the number one way, in my opinion, like, even more so than writing up the peer feedback and the manager reviews and doing the one-on-ones, like, the number one thing is just, there's a ton of projects that need to be done that are hard and strategic. Give them to people, and don't worry about whether or not they're capable of doing it. Like, they probably are, and I'm there to coach.
Right.